Hi. Uh, so today is a very interesting sign. It's called Tz'ikin, and this is my Mayan sign. So this is my energy today. I'm very excited, and so far it's a beautiful day for me. So today is a day. There are three birds that have energy of this day. It's an eagle, condor, and Quetzal. And if you know what this bird is, it's a symbol of Guatemala. It's very colorful birds that have those amazing turquoise, red, like a kind of bright colors. And today's day of vision and purpose and potential. It's a big vision. It's about big vision, and people in who was born on this day, they are visionaries, and they are creators of the big future. And these people who can see big pictures, right? So they don't only, and this is today how we proceed with this day. We can bring the energy of our mission, of our purpose, of uh, like feeling something almost what's impossible and what people think is impossible, but we can take energy from this day and dream big and take this energy of everything is possible. So anything we can imagine, we can create, we can manifest. And today, this energy of Quetzal is beautiful energy of um, vision. So people who were born this day normally, first of all, they going between worlds, so they can fly very high and then they can go down and manifest things. So for them is they can very well go up into the spiritual world and dive into earth very fast, very powerfully, and see the vision and then manifest the vision. For people who was born in this day, sometimes it's very hard. It's very often they coming as a small children. Uh, they coming. They maybe not understood as a little children, so they have this weird for other people expressions of themselves, and they've been very often can be told they are crazy. So because the way they express, the way they are coming to this world, they don't like rules. They don't fit into setting like a for example, kindergarten setting, school setting, a family which have rules. They don't feel good in that. So because they really like to move around, they really like to go to different places, and the way they think, it's breaking really tight spaces, right? So when people think in certain categories, they like to kind of like break everything and go very deep into the core, or create this big vision when people thinking they are delusional. But those people are not really delusional, right? So they really can see big picture. They can see something that people can't see yet. And the dangers of this sign, sometimes they may, especially when they not understand, if parents or people don't understand them, they fly from the earth, they fly into the spiritual world, they escape. And they may feel not belonging to families, they may feel not like not being like not belong to community if there are not, they don't guided by the good elders, uh, and elders can see uh, what they are, because they are different. And I, as a child, really had this situation in my life when my mom, she was very strict, kind of like rule person, and she was engineer, and her brain is working in structures, and she was trying really get me to that place of discipline, and kind of like doing work at right timing, and my homework and everything. And my grandfather like boost in and say, you have to let her go. She can't do that. She has different purpose. She is not like that. And thank you to my grandfather, because my mom actually kind of realized that doesn't matter what she does with me, she can't make me be that way, right? But thanks God to my grandfather, and that my mom was kind of like realized that in some ways. But people who didn't have a grandfather like that, right? They may have a very difficult situation, because they can get really sick. And uh, people of Tz'ikin, uh, they do really need to move around. They really creating that crazy situations for themselves, where they really uh, can go into something where other people would not even think going, and they will survive. And not only survive, they would easy adapt into all kind of situation, from being in five-star hotel with like a high, like a really famous people, into living in a tent somewhere in a wilderness, and they feeling amazing in the both settings. They can really very easily adapt and change environment. Uh, and in both places feels very good. Like I feel very like in the right place and feeling great. So, but they do have difficulties, because lots of people telling them they are crazy. They may feel that they are not fitting in, and they something wrong with them. So also um, they this they also have like difficulties to stay in the same place, and in uh, in a box, so or in a cage. It's very interesting that this bird Quetzal is, she would not survive in a cage. So if she's not that birds that can survive in a cage at all. So if somebody would try to put her in a cage, she would die. She would die very fast, and she is not adaptable to the cage. Uh, so, and also eagle and condor, they would be those birds you don't want to have them in a cage, because they get really sick. They don't belong there. this energy is teaching us to do big things today. This energy is teaching us to open big vision, to really think in big scales. Also, this is very good today day to use any kind of visionary tools, or for example, if you any of the tools you're using, like a tarot, or like if you're working with pendulum, or if you working with obsidian mirror, like any of those kind of tools to foresee the future, or to have a big intuitive kind of insights, this would be really good time day for that. And people who have energy of today's days, they are visionaries. They are very often can be downloaded information. Like for example, I like in the morning I wake up sometimes and I'm just being downloaded, and I don't even have to remember sometimes my dreams, because it's it's coming as already prepackaged for me, into my like what I need to do. And I calling this my grandmother's downloaded me. So not my even grandmother's downloaded me, because it's coming as a clear, like a bundle, right? So what to do, what's gonna be, like what's happening. So this is the gift of this sign. It's very good day today to uh, connect to the birds. And if you're making cacao, with sesame seeds, and sesame seeds are big today. So I really recommend you to do offering with sesame seeds, and you can hold the sesame seeds. You can feel the energy of your vision, of your past. Stay with that. Just stay with what is really you feeling that calling you. Work through your through the things that's stopping you from doing what you really want. And this can be like people of Tsee-keen, your dreams can be feeling like it's crazy and this not possible. You, for you, it's very important to return yourself. And you know, there is, I tell you, like my daughter, she's working with people with big money, and she is working in specific organizations that are like connecting to people who have like big money. And when she told me that uh, when people like people with very very rich people, when they give money uh, to invest into somebody, they're not looking for people who are doing things right. They giving money to people who are crazy. So, and they what they saying, in like 10 crazy people, one of them will go for its dream and manifest the dream. And this would be really out of any kind of like boundaries, rules of what we think is possible. And this is where they want to invest money. So people of this day, and this is the energy, they're very adaptable to uh, like different situations, and to they can see and manifest things. So not only see but manifest in a big ways. It's very important today, in this day, and people who are the sign, to accept who you are. Um, And if you see those people, you see people who are like very often dressed up little crazy, or like out of the line, with different colors. And I this is the colors I put on today because it is the color of today. So and these people are not very often not dressed up in a suits, or not dressed up in a they always dressed up in something like out of the box, you know. So uh, also the people who have this energy but being restricted, they can be the very opposite. They can be really kind of stagnated and like following every rule, right? So and it's normally coming from the childhood trauma of when child was not accepted as with his or her energies. And this person would act like almost unnaturally restricted, unnaturally tight, unnaturally with every word saying would be really like right, you know. So and this is very often very um, big trauma for the people of this day, because they are, and they can get sick with that really, because this person, this energy is like really free energy of flying high. What I'm holding in my hands, it's an amazing story. So when I was in Mexico in 2014, um, yeah, this was 14. So we had I don't know if you know about prophecy of the eagle condor, South and North America. And this big prophecy of native people, um, starting 2012, actually starting in November 2011. This date was wrong. So it's a time of when first Bactoons started. People were saying it's the end of the world, but it's not really the end of the world. It was like really starting the new Mayan calendar, Bactoon, first Bactoon. And so, but we did in Mexico in 2014, we did gathering for shamans. We brought shamans from Siberia, we brought shamans from United States, Native American. I brought my Native American family circle. We brought like I brought people from Cuba, and also we invited the Mayan. There is a tribe. It's a very fascinating tribe of Lacedons who live in Palenque. And this tribe was not discovered until 1970. So because when colonization started, this tribe just went to the jungle and nobody knew they exist. And this tribe, the leaders that I met, was his name was Tsee-keen. He is not here anymore, not in our world. Um, so this is Tsee-keen, and he was Tsee-keen means little sun. So this was amazingly beautiful man, uh, very wise. And people were saying the people from the jungles, and like they have, like they're not civilized. The wisdom these people have, the knowledge these people have about universe, about everything is fascinating, totally fascinating. So in 2014, when we did this gathering, Tsee-keen, we invited Tsee-keen, but they don't drive cars, and he arrived with his daughter. They were taking something like bus or something, and they also don't the clothes they have, it's made from natural, from the tree bark. And so when he arrived, it was fascinating because he told us this story, and it's up to you to believe it or not. But so he told us that before this gathering, his father told him that it's gonna be one day when people gather together, and something very important is going to happen, and you're gonna see the bird coming and have a message. So he woke up at night, uh, like, and he had a message from his father, who is in another world, to come out to the river, take all his people to the boats. They have those long boats, and to go to the river. So this is what they did. They went to like just with sunrise, they went to the river, they got into the boats, and when they were on the river, they just saw huge bird coming in, and the feathers start falling off to the water, and then uh, the bird disappeared, and they gathered all those feathers, uh, and he brought those feathers and gave these feathers to each person on our gathering, from like the shamans, and this is one of the feathers I received. So the fascinating thing about it, there is no such bird in Mexico who have those kind of feathers. So the eagles in Mexico are pretty small. They don't have feathers like this. But also, I was talking to people who know birds, and they saying this is the eagle feather, but they don't know what kind of eagle is that. They were saying that they never saw exactly feather like this. Any, if you know what bird is that, because we were not able to find exact bird who have exact feathers like this. So it has some kind of interesting coloring and structures which not like looks like something like some kind of birds, but not matching. So we still don't know, and they said his father said this bird is gonna come from the skies. This first is gonna come from the upper world. So if you know like what kind of feather is that, let me know, because we were not able. I was even talked to people like who are very good at birds, and like about know the eagles and all birds, but we can't figure it out. So if you know, please let me know. So, and I'm this is very good day to connect to the birds. Very good. You go outside and stay outside, just watch the birds, because they may bring you some messages. Put out sesame seeds. You can put sesame seeds to the birds. You can give sesame seeds, put it on your altar, because this is one of the energies today, to connect to the energy of today's sign. I don't know if I forgot something. I put lots of information also today in a group, but I was really like to talk about some of those experiences of that day today, which I didn't. Yeah. So today, very important today is to dream big, to believe in your dreams, to believe that you can achieve anything if you dream about it, and give yourself energy to feelings that you can manifest what you're dreaming. And yeah, and don't be in a cage, right? So let yourself come out of the cage today, and just go somewhere, just like uh, have a big energy today. And you can connect to the energy of the eagle, Condor, Quetzal, and ask them to show you your like a path, show you what you're meant to do, shows the way of your what your soul uh, like came here to do. So this is the energy of the day, and have a beautiful day and dream big.